2018, it was the Minnetonka Skippers. First ever state championship for the Skippers, and now they open up their home schedule in 2018-2019 with a meeting against Grand Rapids. Good evening, J.W. Cox with you here. It's Friday Night Hockey on Youth Hockey Hub. So glad you're joining us. The Thunderhawks, one game under their belt so far, a loss, or rather scoring in that first game in a 4-1 loss to Greenway. Shots on goal were 26 apiece, but they could not find the back of the net, and Greenway able to pop home 4 goals. So 0-1 for the Thunderhawks. Meanwhile, the Skippers come into this season not only after the state championship, but in our Youth Hockey Hub rankings, sitting at number 1 for this season. They are 2-0. They opened things up along with us at the opener at the Bloomington Ice Gardens a weekend ago. They had a 4-1 victory over St. Thomas Academy and a 4-0 victory over Lakeville North. So averaging those 4 goals a game over the first 2, and the Skippers looking to pick up where they left off. Couple of head coaches in their second years back at their alma mater. Sean Goldsworthy, a graduate of Minnetonka, his second season, and Chris Marinucci, his second year, a former Hobie Baker winner at UMD, and of course he attended Grand Rapids High School as well. Glad you're alongside inside Pagel Ice Arena. We're underway. The Skippers in white win the draw, and they'll go right to left to open things up. Attacking against the junior Carter Clafton. We'll talk about Clafton in orange off to our left as we get things rolling. The puck spins around behind the junior netminder. Caught up in the corner on the near side. A dig at it for Grant Wilson, one of the junior D-men for these Grand Rapids Thunder. It's Hunter Newhouse who slips it to no one in particular in the far side corner. 2 goals for Newhouse on the first weekend. He's after a loose puck again at the goal line. He centers a great shot chance for Jack Bayless, the captain on this in. Worked along on the near side again. It's Newhouse. Newhouse in front. Slides to slide it in front to Streeter. Streeter has that puck skip ahead of Newhouse. Newhouse in the corner. He's dogged by Kobe Koenig, one of the seniors on this Grand Rapids Thunderhawks team. He remembers the championship glory and also the disappointment of 7 wins a season ago against 19 losses. From the point, a long shot for Grant Doctor. Clafton stopped 22 of 25 shots, an empty net goal in that first 5 with a 4.7 goals against average, splitting some time. He's hugging the right post as he's in. Line changes, Mac Motzko, his reasons, from St. Cloud Cathedral. Not to clear it out of the zone. It's Pierce. A bit of chance for Braden Holcomb to track it down. Holcomb just a sophomore forward, soon enough ahead of this Minnetonka defense. And they're able to push it right back the other way. Under control in the circles. It pops right back out. Lauber back, sets up shop in front of Clafton. Hacks at it a couple of times. Off the feed in from James Miller. And finally it's blown dead. And we'll have another draw coming up with Clafton making a couple of early saves here. Early first period. Glad you're with us here on Youth Hockey Hub. Friday Night Hockey on Youth Hockey Hub. And a showdown between number 1 Minnetonka welcoming in Grand Rapids for their home opener. Here at Pagel Ice Arena, all of the action so far has been down on this end of the ice as the Skippers have maintained possession. They outshot their first 2 opponents in a big way in the opener, 88-24. A lot of possession time with the puck. This one slides out of the zone, and Will Kroll forced to track it down in the far side corner. Some pursuit there. That's McCray Murphy, the junior forward for Grand Rapids, able to tap it free. Murphy tracks it down, but outside the blue line. It was in with some pressure in from the Thunderhawks, so we'll come out to neutral ice again. Both of these coaches, some collegiate hockey under their belt. Coach Marinucci also played 405 professional games in various levels, including 13 in the National Hockey League. And of course, Coach Goldsworthy, his dad, the big connection, the former North Star, Bill Goldsworthy. Spent 14 years as a pro. A sliding save there out in front for Charlie. Time we say for the Minnetonka team. Able to turn it over the inside post. Wyatt Miskovich. Miskovich loses it on the far side boards against the pressure of Dylan Zitloff. Zitloff able to slide it up the blue line. Up ahead to Hunter Newhouse. First line, rather, back out there again is Newhouse. Tips it down at the circle and is chipped right back. So a couple of times down the ice now. This will be an icing with 14-12 to go in this first period. But a couple of times down the ice, the Thunderhawks, better than early going in this first period, have not allowed Minnetonka to set up shop in the zone. We're still scoreless here. The 2-0 Skippers and the 0-1 Thunderhawks. Thunderhawks will stay in town. They'll take on Benilde St. Margaret's tomorrow. Before heading back home, they've got a Tuesday matchup with Virginia Mountain Iron Buell. Draw one out to the blue line. Shot from Doctor. Tips off his stick. Motzko tracks it down, dumps it in to Lagerback. Lagerback, the Arizona State commit, working it in the corner, looking for Motzko. Moves it back out towards the blue line. Nearly poked away, held in niftily by Lidke. Lidke rips it around the board's far side. 10 goals for him. One of 3 different 10-goal scorers coming back from the state tournament team a year ago for the Skippers. And you throw in Motzko as well. He didn't score 10 goals here, but had 14 for the Crusaders of Cathedral. Puck free along the goal line. Doctor sweeps in. Picks up the puck, takes it all the way back towards that blue line opposite side. Backhanded pass to Hendrickson. Tries a centering pass, slides all the way back out to Lidke. Lidke through the middle. Wild shot goes wide at Clafton as he watches it go, but again with Motzko. Lagerback picks it up. Pressure from Cody Miller. Miller able to just poke it away, but instead on the far side, it's picked up by Lidke. He'll wrap all the way around the net. Put it on Glockner, make it Clafton, who makes the save, and it bounces away. But Minnetonka still with pressure. 13-10 to go here in this first period in a scoreless game. Puck comes out to Doctor after a big hit. He's able to keep it in at the blue line. Motzko, and then it's up to Wade Browse trying to bring it out of the zone, and he does. Holcomb picks it up off of his fall-in stick as it bounced Donka in, and the Skips is that wild shot from Lagerback. Goes up and off the glass. It's wrapped around the boards out towards the blue line. Stopped right out there at center ice by Kroll. Kroll for Minnetonka, moved it back. He never got an angle. He's blown off by Kroll. Taken away and moved up this near side for the Skippers. Back down into the corner it goes. Kroll able to send it back down behind to avoid a tie-up. It wraps past him again, and James Miller tries to track it down in the corner. Walled off by Koenig. Koenig over there in orange, fighting with Hunter Bischoff. Those two Thunderhawks fighting for possession of the puck. It's turned over, tapped away by Goring. Goring able to send it back around the boards, looking for help on the far side. Wrapped around again, everything on possession time with a couple of nifty takeaways. It's finally poked out. Peart forced to go D-to-D pass. The second one is turned over, back the other way for Will Kroll, and a whistle will blow us dead as somebody hopped in off sides with 11:52 to go here in this first period of a scoreless game between the Thunderhawks and the Skippers. Skippers with 8 goals on this season. Grand Rapids just a single goal in their lone game so far. Their top returning scorer, Anthony Del Greco. And it tells you something about what's coming back from last year's team. Del Greco was senior last year as a junior, had 11 total points, 5 goals and 6 assists from last year. And they're challenging themselves here early. Obviously, Greenway played puck luck in that game without seeing it. Again, shots were even at 26 apiece, and they lost 4-1, so something's not going your way in an opener like that if you end up with some of those statistics. But then challenging themselves down here in the Metro with Minnetonka today, and as mentioned, Benilde St. Margaret's tomorrow. And back at their own blue line, it's played backwards by Zitloff. Zitloff works it over to the far side for Kiff. Panchel able to just work the puck free, but it's only Zitloff able to pick it up. On the near side, Skippers move back to the middle to push it out with Streeter. Streeter walks across the blue line, everybody onside. He'll fire the shot. Pad saved away with the right foot of Cliff. Hops up high over the blue line, back down at the feet of the official. Wrapped into the zone, and someone offsides will come back out with 10:55 to go here in this first period. Skippers and Thunderhawks are scoreless. Both in Class 2A, obviously it's Section 7 Grand Rapids going up against Section 2 Minnetonka. So these two teams scheduling this for the kicks and giggles of it is Lidke. Takes it away at the blue line and fires the shot that goes off the blocker on the far side of Clafton. Clafton, he's been good in this first period. He corrals it at the blue line and fires it cross ice. Near side now for Doctor. Doctor works it down below the goal line as it's got Simpson. Simpson hops back up and dumps it back down behind him to Wires. That's Patrick Wires. No goals. Puck coming through from the blue line from Simpson. Hops up high into the air. We've got 10 from the goal line. It goes outside the circle. Wrapped around the boards down to the near side for Doctor. Doctor trying to take it away for a moment by Grand Rapids. Wyatt Zolke making it tough to make those behind the net passes. Zolke's efforts initially pay off, eventually pay off with a push for Wyatt Miskovich, one of the captains for the Thunderhawks, and his efforts rewarded with at least a stall, and now he's after a free puck in the corner. He's got a man in the middle, can't get the centering pass. Instead, it saucers right to the circle, and it's taken away by Doctor. Doctor pushes up to center ice, a little bit of a pile up with 4 skaters. Motzko comes away with it. Make that wide to Joe Simpson, who was crashing, and instead it found its way all the way to Clafton for another save with 9.5 minutes to go. sitting here in a scoreless game. Glove side face-off for Clafton. Hendrickson to take the draw up against Browse. Browse in orange, able to poke it to the far side, but Hendrickson off one tap on the boards. He was waiting in the corner. Browse makes it tough. There's Motzko popping the puck away, looking for Lagerback. Hawks with 9:15 to go here in this first period. Lagerback staying after it, able to poke it free. Nobody home in the middle. Turns into a chance and nearly a takeaway from Mason Hendrickson. Good hustle there from the forward to try and get the puck back. Now Motzko in on the scene against that puck, wrapping around the boards. Under 9 to play. Nearly turned over, and then right back it goes for Hendrickson. Hendrickson in the middle. Nifty passing. Lagerback to Motzko. His shot denied by a defenseman. Puck still free in the Grand Rapids, and the puck is Grand Rapids who brings it the other way with Broberg. He'll send it down, head for the bench for a change. Glockner touches it up behind the net. Minnetonka trying to get back to that pressure in this first period. Puck springs free as Kittleson takes it from behind his own net, works it all the way past the blue line, tapped away. Everybody's head whipping back the other way. As the Thunderhawks try to set up some offense, a good pass right to the middle and a chance for Goring that's saved by Glockner. Point blank for Goring. Had a goal and 2 assists last year and has the goal of the season so far for the Thunderhawks. Now he comes back at it again. He's got a 2-on-1. Saved by Glockner again. Able to stick it right up into the air and over the back of the net. Still pressure and a chance as Goring is after the puck, but it's taken away. Good check to bump him off. Braden Lockamy. Lockamy will pass it into the zone, but Liam Worms, the junior forward, was in too fast. And so we'll come right back out here for the draw. Some extended time with 7:46 to go. As we win extended time without a whistle, now the teams will get some changes rolling in. Minnetonka off the draw. Work it back in with Streeter. He sends the shot right into the pads of Clafton. He wasn't sure he made the save, but he did. Trap the puck with 7.5 to go. Glad you're with us here on Youth Hockey Hub. Don't forget, all season long, Youth Hockey Hub, your source, not only the live game streaming, but also rankings, stories, podcasts, boys and girls hockey at the high school level, youth hockey, everything you want to know. Hockey in the state of Minnesota. You come to youthhockeyhub.com, and it is there for you. Tonight, it's Friday night hockey with Minnetonka taking on Grand Rapids. A scoreless game so far. A whole lot of stick work for Hunter Newhouse to get the puck back. Now he sends it to the blue line. The pass comes right back to him. He was on the doorstep, deflected it down below the goal line. Minnetonka owning the puck again. That pass through center ice, deflected though by Brodzinski. He's able to poke it up ahead. Looking for Hansula. Hansula back with 2 defenders, though. He's forced to just chase after the puck. Brodzinski again after it. He taps it, slowed it down for Del Greco. Del Greco kept it inside the blue line, but just to the middle where it's taken away by Streeter. Streeter had it poked off his stick, then right back into the zone, and that one coming mostly off the boards and maybe the stick of a Thunderhawk. But Clafton saw it all the way, gloves it out of the air. 6:52 to go here in this first. We've got a scoreless game. Both of these teams, it's been a little while since their games they were playing last weekend, last Saturday. That was the first game for the Thunderhawks and the second and then last game played for Minnetonka. So some early season practice time over the last week or so for these two programs. Puck taken away by Streeter in behind the net. That's Motzko, excuse me. Lagerback with a chance, and he just tucks it off the crossbar. Second try. That one's into the right arm. Nifty move from the goal line for Mac Motzko, who has a goal but no assist this season. Had 22 helpers last year at Cathedral. And he had Lagerback right in the slot. And Lagerback, who's also looking for his first points after a 19-goal, 19-assist championship run. Nearly had it. Nearly takes it away off the draw. He stays after it, pokes it free, down to Hendrickson. Hendrickson made it a free puck at the circle. In comes Lit. That one is popped back down onto the stick. Greco. Back by Doctor. Doctor. Settle it down. Under. Around the backhand pass. Bouncing down. Backhand of Cameron Jagger, and he's feeling it. Not only did he lose the glove, but he's also then took a shot to that bare hand. And they'll try to get him his equipment back. And we've got a slash. And our first penalty of the game. And it's coming up on Liam Worms. So a chance here, first on the power play. Grand Rapids was 0 for 4 in their first game. Minnetonka, meanwhile, has yet to allow a power play goal in 5 opponent opportunities. We've got 4.5 minutes to go here in this first period. Draw will come in the Minnetonka zone here with Grand Rapids up a skater. And it's eventually poked right out of the zone in front of that Minnetonka student section. Force the Thunderhawks to play it back. First look at the penalty kill of the defending state champs here on this Friday night. In a scoreless game with less than 4.5 minutes to go in this first period. Miskovic, Wyatt Miskovic bumped off the puck with a hard check on the near side. He's on top of the puck. It's sprung free by Miller. Miller to the far side. A swing, and Brodzinski didn't. The puck worked in below the goal line. Quickly touched by Clafton. 3:57 to go. There's a minute 20 remaining on the penalty. Bounded down to the near side. Backhanded down into the zone for no one in particular. Del Greco has to try and check it down, and now it slides all the way back to Clafton. He'll play it with a man pursuing. Motz goes down. Time. Up on your side. Push for up to the blue line, and it died, and a blocker save comes from Glockner. Glockner sends it out down into the corner, and it turns into a break back the other way for Kittleson. Kittleson driving in, takes the shot, and it's turned away. Clafton shows Glockner, anything you can do, I can do too, as he makes the stop. Circle it goes, popped up in front. Streeter sent it down into traffic. Lockamy was there over the top. Now he's got to scoop it free, looking for Streeter with 1:45 to go here in this second period. Puck on its way into the net was tipped by a defensive stick, tracked down by Doctor. He's looking to come back high with it. He's got Streeter floating with him. They'll circle outside the zone. Streeter will fill to the middle. Doctor hangs on, fires it down to the goal line. Poked back to the trailing stick of Hunter Newhouse, but it was just tipped away by a defensive stick. Still in the Grand Rapids zone, right there by their bench, and now finally shoveled out to the blue line, but Lidke's right there. Lidke takes a shot, saved by Clafton. Second attempt, and Clafton gets there again to keep us scoreless with 1:16 to go. Clafton standing on his head here as that puck bounced opportunistically right into Lidke. Fifth skater coming out there late with Miskovich coming off the bench for Grand Rapids. Minute 16 to go. Glove side faceoff for Clafton. To the goal line. Grand Rapids trying to survive what has been an aggressive start to this game for the Skippers. Holcomb fires this one down towards the goal line. Played by Glockner, the senior netminder, works it off the boards to the near side as they try to get it out of the zone. Eventually the puck freed up to Hendrickson. Hendrickson flying across, has Lagerback. Puck bouncing towards him, but deflected away. Grand Rapids getting to some of these passes, and that is saving Clafton from having to make even more stops so far in this first. Miskovich with a man in. Stop us with just 42 seconds remaining. Scoreless game. Glad you're with us here on Youth Hockey Hub from Pagel Arena. The 2-0 Skippers, the defending state champs, trying to wind their way through an early season test against the Grand Rapids Thunderhawks. Goring was trying to get out there. Peart called back. And on the draw, Skippers win it. Goring did hop right back on as Peart made the change, turned over once and twice, ends up in possession of Del Greco. Flying in, he's got a man to his right, that's Miller. Miller driving in towards the near side post. He's eventually knocked off his skates and slams into the boards as he lost control of the puck, and it slid all the way to Glockner. Glockner makes the save with 27 seconds remaining here in this first period. Draw coming with Del Greco, a key one in the Minnetonka zone here in the final waning seconds of this period. It swings all the way out on the far side for Streeter. Streeter works the puck back to him. That one's deflected away before it gets to Clafton. Here comes Grand Rapids with a 2-on-1. Working in, and a save for Glockner going off of his pads. Still some pressure. Now with 7 seconds to go here in this period. On the far side, it's tapped down. And the period will expire with the puck in possession of Josh Lidke. So, with a shots advantage of 11-4, the Skippers held off the boards in the first period, but we'll go to the second with more hockey action to come. Here from Pagel Arena, it's the Skippers 0, the Thunderhawks 0. You're watching it all with Friday Night Hockey on Youth Hockey Hub.